Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 22nd. It is 6:18 right now. Market's going to open in about 12 minutes. So let me get everything all set up real quick, and then we can get started with our session for today. All right. So we got that set up. It's going right here. It's good. It's good. A couple other things to add right here. All right. Wrap this up right here, and then we can get started with our session. So let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, cool. There you go. All right, I'll give it a few more minutes for people to make their way into the room. Looks like everyone's starting to join right now. So I'll give it a few minutes before we get started with our analysis this morning. I'll start off by marking up the sessions over here real quick. Not the sessions, the high lows. As you guys can see, I'm back in my office, so the screen's a lot bigger. It's easier for me to draw these high lows, and there's no issue with the sessions indicator. So should be a little better with setting everything up. So let me see what we got over here. It looks like there's a lot of liquidity on the bottom side. So I might be anticipating like a bearish drop initially, but I think overall our bias is going to be bullish for the day. All right, so people are making their way in right now. Let's see who's here. Hey, Sarah, morning. Morning, Saren. Morning, Peter. Morning, Maria. Morning, Patricia. Morning, everybody. Morning, Marlon. Hopefully you guys had a great week so far. Yesterday was a pretty good trading day. I was still traveling, so I was trading in my hotel room yesterday, but we all did pretty good. Me, myself included. So glad to see all you guys make a ton of profit on Monday to kick off the trading week. Today's Tuesday, March 22nd. It's 6:21 right now, so market's going to open in about 9 minutes. So I'm going to go and set up all the liquidity here on the clean chart as well. And I'll check if there's news today. I think there's news today and tomorrow. I know Powell's speaking. I'm not sure if it's today or tomorrow, but he's speaking a lot this week. So that could be beneficial to our morning trades as well, as he creates volatility in the market. So got this all set up here. All right, I marked up all the liquidity here on the clean chart and on the markup chart. Let's see if there's any news over here. Morning, Jez. Morning, Solo. Morning, Andres. Morning, Brenda. Morning, Matt. Morning, Nick. Morning, everybody. Yeah. Nick said, happy Trap Tuesday, everybody. Yeah, so it's if you guys are not familiar with Tuesdays are usually considered Trap Tuesdays. A lot of traps that get set up, so we got to be a bit careful with our entries here. I do think price overall is going to be bullish though, and reason for that is because retail sentiment is currently 58% short, meaning that 58% of retail traders are on the short side. Obviously, we want to do the opposite of what everyone's doing. So my overall bias here is going to be to buy, because majority of retail traders are on the short side. Other than that, the fundamentals are currently bullish right now, but we'll see what happens when the market actually opens. Hey, Jay, morning. Morning, John. Morning, everybody. All right, looks like everybody's making their way in still. So let's get started with our analysis. So as I mentioned earlier, our retail sentiment is currently 58% short, indicating that majority of retail traders are on the short side. providing us the bias to take buys today because we want to do the opposite of everyone else. Looking over here at the fundamentals are currently bullish, but this can change when the market does open. So the market's going to open in about 7 minutes. When the market does open, we can confirm whether we're going to be looking for buys, whether we're going to be looking for sells. Looking at the news this morning, a couple updates in Ukraine. Looks like things aren't getting better. Obviously, Zelensky over here, he was calling for more sanctions on Russia. He also noted that about 15,000 Russian troops have been killed. So the war is not getting any better. People were expecting the war to get better now and peace talks to start ramping up, but it's not really happening. So the war is still going to have an effect on the market. Obviously, it's going to have a lasting effect probably for the rest of the year. Also, this morning, they're having a hearing for
all of the various districts.
Ketanji Brown Jackson for the Supreme Court nominee. She's she's probably gonna get it. So the things that she discusses here, they're gonna be talking about policy and whatnot. So this is gonna affect the market as well. Lastly, a couple of updates here as well with CNBC. So they are indicating that Wall Street looks higher, basically indicating that the market's gonna be bullish. But I don't think it's going to be an easy bullish push. I think price will drop first before it does push up because there is a lot of liquidity here on the bottom side. So we'll see what happens. If price does drop and the fundamentals are up, obviously it's going to be an indication of price manipulation, which is fine. It'll happen. Today's Tuesday as well, also known as Trap Tuesday. So just be aware that you're probably going to see a lot of traps getting set up where price will probably drop a bit. We'll probably try to lure in some more sellers. We'll drop price initially. They'll probably hit liquidity, maybe bounce up a little bit right back and then come back down. And then by the end of the session or by later today, it's eventually going to recover and swing all the way back up. That's kind of what I see happening. It might happen, might not happen, but if everyone's pointing towards the upside, I don't think price is going to easily just push straight up, right? It's going to be a choppy move on its way up, or it'll probably be a choppy move down until it makes its way back up. So morning Al, morning Lisa, morning Slava, morning David, morning Steven, morning everybody. All right, guys, so market's going to open in about 4 minutes. Let me take a look at the news real quick to see if there's anything going on today. I think there is. Right here, Tuesday, March 22nd. We have news at 7 o'clock. We have Fed member Williams speaking at 7:35. So those are the main things, 7 and 7:35. So let me just mark that up real quick on this chart over here. So we got one news event at 7. We have another news event at 7:35, which will probably last until the end of the session. I'll mark that up over here as well. 7 o'clock and 7:35. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else for us to really dial in on over here. I don't think there was news this morning. The higher impact news is coming tomorrow though. So we have like light news today, but tomorrow we have Fed Chair Powell speaking at 5. So when Powell speaks, market's probably gonna be bullish like it was on Monday. Other than that, we have news at 7, new home sales, news at 7:30, crude oil inventories, and then the Fed speaking again later at 12. So we just have news all day tomorrow. But for the most part, today we have, and we have some news. Not a lot, but we do have some news this morning. Anyways, market's going to open in about 3 minutes, guys. Morning, David. Morning, Miles. When the market does open, I will analyze the breakout for Steven here, of course, and then we will move on with the other trades for today. So there's a breakout strategy right here. It's going to be really indecisive as to like which direction I have a bias for it, because I do have an overall bullish bias, but I mean, it can go either way. So once the market does push a little forward, I will give you guys a better analysis as to, where we'll be pushing, because we need to see where the fundamentals are sitting. So the market's going to open in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Morning, Barack. Morning, Kenny. Morning, David. All All right, guys, we got liquidity sitting on both sides. The majority of liquidity is on the bottom though. So you can see right here, overall, a lot of liquidity is down here. However, currently right now, there's two pretty strong liquidity areas right in between. There's one right here and there's one right here. Both sides, price is just ranging between them. Market's gonna open in about a minute. So when it does open, we can confirm a bit, which direction to be trading in. Currently right now, we have a bullish momentum right here with this buy signal. So if this stays like this and we don't get a sell signal, we're going to be looking for a strong green candle on open for that breakout. So, all right, guys, we got about a minute left. And by then the market will be open. So let's get ready. And I will mark up opening price as well. So let's see where it's at. All right. All right, market is opening in about 10 seconds. We got 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The market is now open. There we go. It was a huge bullish push right there. I wouldn't necessarily chase this big push right here, but yes, if you guys are looking for the breakout, this would be, if this closes as a strong green candle, that means there can be a strong wick on the top side. So if there's a big wick up here, I'd be careful with looking at anything right here, because it's a thing with, oh, this is weird. Why didn't my thing update? Let me just refresh this real quick, guys. Because the circle tool actually updated, so I was kind of confused why. There we go. All right, so looking at this right here, if this closes with little to no wick, then this would be the breakout. If it closes with a huge wick, then there's no breakout on this candle right here. So there's a huge wick right there. There's no breakout off this bullish candle. Looking for the next one here. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a strong green candle. So the first requirement here is to confirm the bias. There's no real bias right now. I mean, the bias overall is going to be bullish because retail sentiment is indicating to take buys. Also, the fundamentals here as well are currently bullish as well. It's up 185 points. We're definitely looking for buys today, but there's a lot of liquidity on the bottom. So overall, I'm looking for buys. If this does close right here as a strong green candle, this would be the breakout. However, this candle prior to it is a pretty huge candle, so it might be a bit risky to be taking this, just right here. So as you can see, a lot of choppiness right here, fake out to the upside, pull back down, no strong green candle there. So obviously no breakout at this point. It's a real messy market right now. So I'm just going to move this a little higher. Take this off. And there we go. Price is now right back below opening price. So this blue dotted line right here is opening price. If price drops below here, then, and it closes. So here's one thing to look for. If you see a strong red candle with a red momentum signal on it, then this could technically be the breakout for a sell. However, my bias is for a buy. So I do find this to be very, very risky if you guys do plan on taking this. So if you do take this, Steven, we talked about this. You got to make sure to move your stop loss in profit. You have to make sure to, close out if you do reach your profit goal. So we got about 20 seconds left on this candle right here. Price just hit liquidity. Let's see if it closes below here with the sell signal. Just got to make sure that it's a strong red candle with that sell signal. So there's no sell signal there. Huge wick on the bottom. There's no entry there for a sell. So what you're still looking for here is you're still looking for a strong green candle or red candle, strong red candle with the sell signal. It's 6:33 right now. So if you don't get a breakout in the next 2 minutes or so, then there's not going to be a breakout for today. Because obviously you can see there's no breakout. Price is just pretty much in a huge range right now. Swung up here, swung back down here. Just no clear direction at this moment. And you can see where price is rejecting from. It's rejecting directly off this previous high, this previous low right here that we drew up pre-market. So see what happens here. We got about 16 seconds on this candle. All right, so if this becomes an invalid signal, there's not going to be an entry off it either. All right, so this was not a strong green candle. You can see the wick right here on the top side. Pretty big wick, almost the size of the body. So still no breakout right here. If you don't get a breakout on this next candle right here, then there's not going to be a breakout. We're going to be looking for a bias confirmation, and then we'll start looking for any scalps in those directions. Yeah, exactly. Next, now it's ranging between opening price and the lower low. Yeah, and it broke right below it too. So we'll see where this closes. If it doesn't close as a strong red candle with a sell signal or a strong green candle, then no breakout because it'll be 635. That's going to be the cutoff for the breakout. And as you can see, there's no direction anyway. So it's a breakout's not one that you would want to risk to begin with. All right, so this candle is about to close. I guess we can wait for one more candle because it's supposed to, the cutoff is 635. So if this candle does close as a strong green candle, then technically this would still be the breakout. So here goes the last shot to the breakout. If it does end up, if it does end up closing right there. So let's see. Doesn't look like we're getting a strong green candle. It's rejecting right off the opening price right here. See if it actually closes. This is too big of a candle. I don't know if I would take it, but I'll mark it up for you, Steven, because I know you like taking this breakout. Yeah, this candle is just way too big, but this technically would be the breakout right here. Or actually, I don't know. It's not a strong green candle. Okay, so there's no breakout here. I mean, technically, if you want to take it, Steven, depending on how you analyze this, wouldn't consider this a very strong green candle because there's such a big wick right here. But depending on how you analyze it, some people will consider this a strong green candle because it's such a big body, but it still does have like a big wick on top. So I wouldn't consider this a breakout myself personally. Depending on how you want to consider it, this could be your breakout. For me personally, it's not considered a breakout for me. So, and it's just too risky. It's too big of a candle right there. Maybe I'll try to catch like a little push for like 100 pips or so. So it is pushing up. Maybe we'll take a speculative buy here. Let's see. So it's pushing up pretty heavy right here. For like 100 pips or so. Let me see how far it pushes up. If it continues to push up higher, then maybe I'll take it for a little push. If not, then I'll probably just hold off. But we'll see. Anyways, there is a move right there, I guess. But this is one that I don't really recommend because like I mentioned, you need a strong green candle here. There's still a wick on top. So maybe if it continues to push up higher, maybe I'll take a little push to the upside, catch like 100 pips or so. But overall, I do think it's a very risky trade to take. The only reason I'm kind of tempted to take this for a speculative buy is because my overall bias is for a buy, right? So if you guys remember earlier, retail sentiment over here is currently, it's 57% short, still bullish. So fundamentals here are also bullish as well. Currently up 100 and about 200 points in the green. So I'm kind of, obviously I'm looking for a buy here. The bias here is for a buy. If I get some sort of variation or something here for a buy, then, obviously I'll take it. But, just to confirm, it is a risky trade because this is such a big candle right here. So it has to pull back at some point. So yeah, there's no breakout today. Technically this would be the breakout if you'd consider it a strong green candle, Barack, but there's no like clear breakout like how we normally have. See where price is currently going. What the spreads are looking like right now. Spread's currently 110. All right, so I didn't tell you guys what I was doing, but I did take a little speculative buy there. So I've been hinting to that I was going to take a speculative buy here. Not one that I would recommend people take unless you really know what you're doing, but I did take a speculative buy right here. If you guys remember, whenever we get a high right here and price comes below it and comes back and retests, I tend to put like a buy stop right here. So what happened was I put a buy stop here and I took it for 100 pips. Not one that I would recommend everyone take, but this is one that you know, I kind of was hinting. I was like, oh, I'll take a buy because everything's pointing towards a buy, but it's not an official entry. So I took that right there for a quick little buy, made 1,400 off that, off my main account. I'll see what my my other ones locked in as well. So nice work, Steven. Steven said his goal reached, made half TP. So we locked in about, and you locked in like well over 1,000, right? So if you want to send in your profits, feel free, Steven, and I'll add them to the list over here. Also take a screenshot of my profits. But as I mentioned, this is not an official trade. It's just a speculative buy that I was looking for. The reason why I was tempted to take this, and I did explain it earlier, was the fact that our bias is for a buy. Retail sentiment is currently 57% short, indicating that there's 57% of retail traders on the short side. We want to do the opposite of everybody else. So if everybody's selling, we want to buy. Fundamentals here are very bullish. So, you know, you put 2 and 2 together. Retail sentiment says to take a buy. Fundamentals here are telling you to take a buy. I'm going to take a buy, right? So if I see any entries here or any inconsistencies, because the first requirement here is to confirm direction of bias, retail sentiment, fundamentals, technicals, everything here is bullish. So that's first requirement. Second requirement is to confirm the direction momentum. It was that bullish signal right there. The third requirement was kind of iffy because you want to confirm a strong candle in the direction. This candle right here wasn't that strong. It has a wick on top. So that's why for me, I wasn't really inclined to take it right away. But when it came up over here, created a high, right? It came up and broke the high, came back and then retested. I put a buy stop right there. And then I caught it for 100 pips. Well, the more and more that you guys sit in on these live sessions, you guys will start to understand, you know, when I take speculative trades, they're not ones that I really want beginners to be taking, because once you guys are in the position, I feel for the problem with a lot of people is they get greedy. So for me, I went in for 100 pips, got in, got out, made my profit. A lot of people will just hold on to this and they wouldn't know what to do, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. I'll take a screenshot of my profits, but we are looking for buys today. So if we see any variations for a buy, whether it be a variation 1, 2, 3, pivot scalp, triple confluence, whatever it may be, we will be looking for you know, buys in that direction. So let me take a screenshot of my profits. I'll send them in. And if you guys have profits to send in, feel free to do that as well. Looks like the breakout's gonna hit full TP, but it was super risky though. All right, so here is my, there you go. And the breakout would have hit full TP if you took it. Again, it's a risky breakout, but it did play out as anticipated if you wanted to take a riskier breakout. I didn't take the full move, obviously. It's not going to count as an official trade. But I'll try to give you guys as much warning and as much confidence with the trade as possible. Sometimes it'll be an easier move than others. Sometimes it won't be. So, all right, screenshot my profits for that quick little push I took. So I'm still checking the charts now. There's still nothing for us to take at the moment. What I'm looking for now is I'm looking for a small retracement. So I want a little retracement, and then I'll take some more buys in that direction. All right, so let me go and these in over here. All right. So I see that you guys are talking about the sessions over here. Let's see. Oh, my sessions are off. My bad, guys. They weren't even on. There we go. All right. Thanks, guys, for, for letting me know. I forgot I had it on. Thanks, Peter. So, yeah, price is right at the sessions right here. It's at the New York high from yesterday. So you guys want to be careful. Price might be coming back down. There we go. Adjust this a little bit right here. Looks good for the most part. All right, so this is the retracement that we're looking for. We need to have a retracement signal in the opposite direction, and then we'll catch on this way back up. Here are my profits from that little speculative buy, speculative buy that I took. So as you can see right here on my main account, it has a little green strip because I let it hit TP. Just a quick move for 100 pips, made 1,400 off my main account. My copier over here, I made 1,610. My MFF, I made 1,520. And then my second MFF account, I made 1,520 as well. So, I mean, all around solid profits. Solid profit off that partial Q2 US30 breakout. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's something. What would I do? So yeah, if you guys have profits to send in, feel free to send them in. Otherwise, we'll be looking for more trades here. So don't worry if you guys didn't catch any of that move there. It was a risky trade to begin with. So we're just waiting for a retracement here. We need price for a trace down, and then we need an opposite signal. So we need a sell signal pushing down to indicate that price is retracing, and then we'll catch it as it swings back up. The first entry I'm not going to take. I'll take the second one because I want to make sure that the price is actually swinging back up and not still retracing. So yeah, anyways, there's the profits I made off that. Like some of you guys here locked in some good profits. See Dre over here just entered his profits. I'll look back at that shortly once it loads. Slava over here is currently up 2,622. Nice work, Slava. And Dre over here currently up 1,104. So great work across the board right here, guys, for whoever caught the little move there. Charles over here just passed his 200K. So Charles is now funded. Wow, nice work, Charles. So we got Charles here just got funded. So big congrats to Charles here, another K2 member funded on 200K account. So great work, Charles. All right, man, solid. Maddie over here too. So Maddie is Charles's brother. He's currently up 1,390 on his funded account. So nice work, Maddie. All right, man, everyone's getting funded. So big congrats to everybody here getting funded. If you guys aren't funded yet, it's all good. It'll happen. You just gotta stay consistent and disciplined. I mean, like what you really gotta do is just avoid losses. I feel like a lot of people here make a lot of profits here on the live, and then they lose everything on their own time. If you guys can just stay and trade with us on the live, I think you guys should be perfectly fine. Valentine over here as well, currently at 4,975. Nice work, Valentine. Cern over here as well, currently up 855 euros for the day. Great work, Cern. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. So price is now pushing above here, above the these sessions. Here's a couple of things that you can look out for. This is an area of manipulation, right? So what you can look out for here is for the break and retest. If that happens, then price is probably going to push above. If it doesn't fully complete, then it's probably going to come back down. Yeah, and also a possible high-low. D, thanks for confirming that. The one thing that I would be kind of careful for is that, it's right at the session. So I don't think I would take the high-low right then and there because it might just come right back down for a pullback or some sort of pullback or retracement, or I mean, there's a lot of different things that can happen here that wouldn't play out, but there you go. That's why you got to wait for the candle to close, because if you would have hopped in right away, you wouldn't gotten caught in this retracement right here. I never traded on this area, guys. So if you guys remember, whenever price gets near these sessions right here, I never take any trades because this is an area of high manipulation. When price ends up getting stuck around this area, it'll just keep bouncing around this area. but eventually it'll break out to the upside or the downside. So that's something to look out for. So again, right here, just like I mentioned, price did break. We need to wait for it to close though. So it did break above it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to close, or looking for it to actually close above it, come back for a retest, and then push back above. If this pattern plays out, price is likely to keep pushing up. If it doesn't play out, price is likely to come back down. So this is one of the scenario types where you guys can look for an entry. See where price goes from here, but it's playing out exactly how we were kind of anticipated from the morning. This morning, we were anticipating a bullish push. This is the bullish push. However, you don't want to chase the bullish push when it's overextended like this. Obviously, price is extremely overextended. It's pushed up way too high. This is opening price right here. Price is currently up about 1,000 pips. So it's going to have to retrace at some point. It's just, it's too overextended for us to really hop in and try to chase it. And this is how people get caught in a lot of traps. What happens is people see price pushing up so high, and then they try to chase this for a buy. As soon as you guys enter that buy, what happens? Price comes all the way down, and then you get stopped out, right? So just be smart about your trades here, guys. Don't just hop into every single trade just because you think price can keep pushing up. Only enter if you do see an entry there. So if you do have an actual entry using whatever strategy you're applying, then yeah, go ahead and take it. But don't just enter a buy just because it's pushing up like this. So let's see. Thanks, Fahad. Yeah, the retail sentiment just went up. It's 58% short. So they're trying to lure in some more sellers. A lot of people here are anticipating price to drop, it looks like, which it's going to drop a little bit, but I don't think it's going to drop too much. Fundamentals are currently up 291 points. Going over here to the homepage for CNBC, everything is bullish right now. So the Dow is up 291 points. S&P is up 28 points. NASDAQ is up 74 points, and the Russell 2K is up 11 points. So overall, the entire stock index are bullish right now. So let's see what happens right here. All right, here's the clean chart. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit here. And there you go. See how price is dropping right there? This is exactly why you don't want to chase the buy, because if you chase that buy, you probably would have gone burnt by now. This price is starting to come down. You guys just got to be smart about your positions here. So as I mentioned earlier, price is probably going to come down and test the sessions right here, right? This is going to be the key point. What you want to look for is a test right here. When it does test that point, you want to see if price ends up pushing above here. If it pushes back above here, then you're going to keep getting a bullish push. However, if price fails to do so, it's probably going to drop right back below, maybe even down to opening price. So just, just a bit of an FYI there for you guys to be aware of what may be coming. All right, so here's a clean chart. You guys can see here, it's an easier picture to see. Price is getting closer to the 7 o'clock mark. There's news coming up at 7 o'clock, so you want to be a bit careful trading around this area. Price gets manipulated in certain areas. It gets manipulated around these sessions, which are the previous session high lows. It also gets manipulated around news. So when price gets this news time right here, I'm going to mark up news price, and then we'll see where price ends up pushing from there, to see if we can get a reaction from the news. Let's see, Maddie said 10-minute snipe full TP, missed it. Yeah, I think I missed that one too. Let me see. Another here off of 5. There was a snipe right here though. So this is a snipe that Maddie was talking about. For a lot of you guys here who like to trade on the 10-minute time frame, there was a snipe that was available. Actually, I don't know if there's a sniper here, Maddie. Let me see. There's a big zone right here. This is a huge. Yeah, I don't know if there's a snipe right here, but there was. I mean, there's technically one off this current candle right here. the one that we're currently at. Not one that I would take because it's overextended so high, but yeah, I mean, there's one right here. I don't think there was a zone. Maybe there was a zone there earlier, but I don't see it right now. So I could be wrong, but who knows? But yeah, I mean, technically there's I gotta update my trading view. Yeah, new tools here. The new circle tool is a lot better. So technically right there would be a snipe. I don't know if this is gonna be it. This candle here is too big. It's gonna have to trace a little bit. So if you guys do want to take this snipe, I would probably not take it yet. I would put a buy stop right here so that when it does come back up, it'll fill. But what might happen is price might come down, test the sessions, and then come back up. This is what I was just referring to earlier, where price might come down, test the sessions, and bounce up. So I wouldn't enter it just yet. But if you want to enter a buy stop right there, like a pending order to catch it as it swings up, you can do that. Oh, gotcha, Sisu. All right, cool. So there's nothing available right now, guys. I mean, obviously, we're looking for price to retrace down a bit. It hasn't finished retracing yet, so we're still looking for that to happen. Price might create a new area of range right here. If it starts ranging around this area for consolidation, then that's fine. But we're not looking to hop into any trades yet until we have some sort of confirmation. So let me just clean up the chart a little bit. I don't want too much stuff on the chart because I want to actually anticipate like these moves coming. So what I'm looking for here is this is perfect. I need a sell signal to come up right here. Some sort of sell signal, whatever it may be. Valid, invalid, anything to provide a retracement confirmation. Because if we get that, then if we get a buy signal that closes above here, I don't want it to close yet, but if we get a buy signal that closes above here, then that's going to be a triple confluence, and I will take that. So that's what I'm looking for right there. I'm looking for price to confirm the retracement, meaning we get a sell signal, doesn't matter if it's valid, invalid, whatever it may be. And then I'm looking for a buy signal after that, that closes above this higher high, because that will confirm a triple confluence. We don't have it yet. So pretty much just waiting for it here. I mean, this is, okay, so this is technically, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would technically be a high-low entry. I'm not looking to take a high-low entry though. It's just too, it's not strong enough for me to take it. But technically this would be a high-low entry right here. Or maybe I'll see how I feel in the next couple minutes or so when it does close, because I don't want to be entering it so close to the line. Like I don't like entering when it's too close to this line right here. I need it to be like way above. It's too risky. If it's too close like this and it's a bit iffy, like we're not sure if it's going to close above or below it, then I for sure see exactly. And that's why I wouldn't. And you see it drops right back down. So it doesn't look like it's going to close above it. And this is why I don't just take single strategies. I usually look for a triple confluence, maybe even double confluence, but yeah, definitely no entry off that because it didn't even close above here. So this is why you guys gotta be super patient, because if you guys enter these trades and just jump into trades for no reason, you're most likely gonna get caught on the wrong side of the market. Yeah, just like what D said. D said Trap Tuesday for show. Yeah, no, it is. It's all about discipline, guys. Whenever you guys have these strategies that you're applying, you have to wait for all the requirements to be met. You can't be just entering just because you think price is going to go up. You have to look for an actual, like, legit entry. So it's all good. I don't mind waiting. It's only 6:57 anyways. We have like a whole hour left, so I'm not really in a rush. I'm already up in profit, pretty solid for the day. So just waiting for another good entry to come along. Maddie over here just sent in his profits, currently up 2,165 for the day. Nice work, Maddie. Yeah, glad to see Charles over here passing his FTMO. He's now funded 200K. Step up. Yeah, so we'll see how many people get funded this week. Actually, Jason is funded too. I don't know if he's even in here. He might be chilling. Oh, he is here. Jason is here. So yeah, Jason actually passed his challenge yesterday. You probably got your verification today, so that's probably why you're back. Or maybe you're just waiting for the days to pass. Because I know you passed your FTMO in like one day, so you got like You got a whole 9 days to wait until you get. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Jason's still waiting for the 10 days to pass, so he could get that verification going. Yeah, no, definitely. Jason said I'm getting my pops out of this hold. Cool, man. Yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for getting pops out of this hole. Gotcha. Yeah, hopefully we can catch a good one here so I can pull him right back out. But okay, here we go. Jason said his pops almost blew his 20th account. Yeah, no, it happens, man. It's normal. It's normal to fail your accounts, guys. Don't feel discouraged if you guys fail your FTMOs. I know a lot of people get impatient. They take risky trades or they just take random trades and they blow their accounts, which is normal. It happens. See if I should change this color a little bit. So I'm gonna make it a little lighter. It's kind of hard to see. That's a little better. All right, so price is still bouncing around the area. I'm just trying to fix the circle thing. I don't know if it's too there you go. All right, so price is now pushing right back up. We do have the retracement signal here. I don't want this to close with a buy signal yet, though. So I'm hoping this doesn't close with the buy signal anytime soon. Price is currently ranging within these 2 price points right here now. Here's the high, here's the low. Price is literally going sideways right here. I want to make sure there's no buy signal yet because I want this buy signal to close above here. Also, there's news right now. This is a news candle. So I'm going to be a bit careful with entering any trades at this point. So this is going to be news right here. I'm going to go ahead and mark this up right there. 7 o'clock news. Color that pink. So you guys can be fully aware that this is where news came up. It's low right here. Oops. Color that the wrong color. Wrong tool, actually. All right, so we got news price right there. Pushes up a bit higher. This is a clean chart. It's kind of easier to see a lot of things on here if you're just looking for a clean markup. Going back to the markups over here, we need this to, so what I'm looking for at this point is I'm looking for a triple confluence. I want this to, we just got screwed. So we had a invalid buy signal right here. We need another sell signal in order for us to get that entry. So unfortunately, no entry off that. Next, if we get invalid signal, I'm punching a puppy. I mean, yeah, this is okay. It's fine. If we get a sell signal here, this is okay because then we're going to wait for it to swing back up. We need this sell signal here to close though. So it doesn't matter if it's valid, invalid. We need that sell signal there to close. This is actually a better setup right here because that now that we have the high here getting established, we're going to have area of liquidity right here. So this is actually a better setup. But we do need the sell signal to close. So if we don't get a sell signal, we can't have a triple confluence. Like we literally need a sell signal to come up in order to get a triple confluence at this point. That's kind of where's a big gap right here. So there's a gap here on TradingView. There's also a gap on MT4. It's weird. I never see a gap happen on both. Usually it's just one or the other. But there's definitely a gap right there. That's weird. Yeah, no, exactly. Peter said failing is important. This is how you learn and become better the next time. Yeah. As long as you learn, right, Peter? A lot of people don't learn. So it's always key that people actually learn from their mistakes and not make the same mistakes. Um, Let me delete this right here. We need a sell signal to come up in order for there to be any entry at this point, but there was news right here at this red line. So yes, Lauren, there was news here at this red line. Going over to the news, that was the Richmond Manufacturing Index. Let me refresh it. It was positive. So positive news right there. Oh, thanks, Fahad. I just saw your message right there that you said it was positive. Thanks for that. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, Charles did confirm that there was a V3 right here, but it was right at news, so I wouldn't have taken it right at the news candle, exactly. So it was a big bullish push right here. It followed exactly as news indicated as it was positive. So Charles said a V3 sell on the 3-minute. Oh, I can see right here. It's right at the sessions though. So again, I wouldn't take that trade because it's right at the sessions right here. I gotta refresh all my charts because we have that new circle tool. Yeah, so I wouldn't have taken it because it was right here at the sessions. So guys, if the circle here isn't looking clear enough to you, just let me know. I can make it darker because I made this circle here lighter because I didn't want I don't want it to just take too much of a space on the chart. So I made it a little lighter so it's kind of in the background. If it's too hard for you guys to see, just let me know. I'll make it darker again. How was earlier. But yeah, other than that, we have another area of liquidity right there. So this is perfectly fine. What I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a retracement signal. We need a red signal to come up so that when it does come back up here with a green buy signal, we'll be able to take this as a triple confluence, quick little push. All right, perfect. I need this to close here. Doesn't matter if it's valid, invalid. I just need a sell signal to come up at any point here. Once we get that, we can start looking for any possible buys, V3s, V1s, V2s, doesn't really matter what, but we can start looking for buys. All right, so here we go as price comes back down. It's just a big range at this time. I mean, pretty much at this moment, there's not really much going on here. Pretty much just pretty big range. All right, so let's see if price ends up creating a liquidity down here as well. Area of liquidity. This could technically be no, never mind. I was looking for a V1 right there, but there's no wick rejection off both. Price might come down and test this area down here, the news price. So we'll see what happens here. Price might do one of two things. It'll either come down and retest it, bounce off it, or it can come below. So we'll see what happens as price gets closer to this point. But I mean, for the most part, as you guys can see, price is literally just ranging here now. Man, it's so weird to see a lot of these ranges happen during New York session. I mean, this early in the morning. Usually price continues to it just keeps pushing one direction or the other. But lately we've been getting a lot of these consolidation ranges, which is kind of annoying because we just don't have any entries to take. So here we go as price pushes back up. Looks like price didn't come back to retest the area just yet. Basically what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a green buy signal to close above here. If we get that, we'll have a triple confluence. And then from there, we can write it up for a quick 100 pips and then move on to the next one. But here's the triple confluence that we're looking for. It's just a quick little scalp, 100 pips or so right there. So if you use a decent lot size, I mean, you guys should be perfectly fine catching pretty decent profit off that. But we do have to wait for it to actually push up. So it's just going to take some patience here. See, nothing here after 3, nothing here after 5, nothing here after 10 either. So for the snipe, as I was mentioning before, guys, I wouldn't enter this trade just yet because I do think it's going to come down and test these sessions right here. One thing that you guys will always want to keep an eye out for is the sessions. A couple things, not just the sessions, but the sessions, the opening price, and news price. Those are 3 of the main areas where I never trade at. So something for all of you guys to keep an eye out for. Whenever price gets around that area, you guys will see that price tends to get manipulated. So like, for example, right here, price, news happened right here. Price came back down. It's probably going to reject off it, but it gives you 2 scenarios. Same with opening price right here, right? Market opened right here. It shot up, came back down. People thought price was going to continue dropping, but it shot all the way back up. So I don't trade around news price, opening price, or sessions. Randy said, I see news was at 6:59. News was at 7, or I think they changed it. Earlier it was at 7. They just ended up marking it up earlier. So if you go rewind the live session from this morning, Randy, you'll see that it was at 7 o'clock. It just came out a minute earlier, but it was scheduled for 7. That's why I haven't marked up from there. Let's see. Nothing else happening here. Yeah, no, they changed it on Forex Factory too. I don't know why. I've never seen them change. Well, I mean, I see them change it, but not like by a minute. It usually changes by like 30 minutes or so, or maybe in 5 minutes. But yeah, it was at 7 o'clock for whatever reason. They changed it to a minute. No problem. It happens. All right, so we need this buy signal to close above here. If this doesn't close above here, or if it does, let's see. It's got to be a clear entry though. So something to keep in mind, guys, it has to be a clear entry. Like it can't be like right at the line. It's got to be like right at it. I mean, like above it or below it. Can't be like too close. All right, we got about 20 seconds left on here. See if it closes. It doesn't look like it's going to. No, not about 10 seconds. All right, no entry off that. That's fine. With that buy signal. Oh, man, don't give us an invalid. If it gives us an invalid, we have to wait again for another setup. I'd rather just have no signal there and just, if it wants to keep consolidating, that's completely fine, but I need it to actually close above here in order for us to have that entry. If it closes invalid, there's obviously not going to be any entry there. But I mean, this is kind of difficult because the price is ranging right here. So there's no clear direction. Usually when you go for these high-low entries, price is continuing to push to the upside. It's not usually ranging. See what happens here. We got about 10 seconds. Doesn't look like it's going to close above. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No entry off that. And this market is not really giving us anything. It keeps, I mean, these candles here are super small too. So it looks like volatility, I mean, it's pretty much died down right here. It's moving like, see, each candle is like about 7 pips or so, or less. I mean, not 7 pips, 70 pips. But the problem with taking a trade that has such a small move like that is that the spread is 110 pips right now. So it's kind of hectic. All right, so no entry off this. Price is not coming back down into the range, which is fine. What we're gonna get here now is a lot of liquidity on the top side. So there's like 3 areas of liquidity right there. It's a big little area. So when price does come back up and pushes past it, it's probably gonna be a pretty big push. But as you can see, price is literally just bouncing between this high and this low right here. But it is getting tighter. As you can see, price is starting to squeeze. So as it starts to squeeze, it's charging up for a breakout, right? It's gonna have to break out one way or the other. So unfortunately, no high-low entry off that. I'll keep looking at it. I don't want to miss it. So I'll keep looking at the charts to see if it does come up, because sometimes it'll just pop up out of nowhere. Like you'll not be paying attention, then all of a sudden you have a big green candle here and it closes above and it's a triple confluence. And then from there, it just goes straight up because it's that breakout that we're looking for. As price continues to squeeze tighter and tighter, sooner or later, we're gonna have that breakout. So let's see what we got right here. Another low right there. This might be a V1. Yeah, Charles on point with that right there. Nope, no V1 right there, Charles. Broke right through it. So no V1 right there. And no V3 either. Yeah, we didn't get anything off that. I mean, even if we were to get a V1 or a V3 off here, I don't think I would take it because I don't like taking those trades when price is ranging, right? I want to take it when price is actually moving directional. They do play out though. So, not to discourage you guys from taking any V1s or any entries that are like within a range, but typically I don't like taking trades around those phases in price movement because you don't get anything good out of it. So checking this out right here, guys, price is coming down and look at where it rejected from. News price, right? So let me delete this. And as you guys can see right here, it rejected directly off news price right there, which is that pink line. So this is why I don't trade around news price. I don't trade around sessions and I don't trade around opening price. Trippy right here. Because you do get a lot of manipulation. A lot of people don't believe in manipulation in the market, but the patterns play out every time. If you guys mark up news price, opening price, sessions, you guys will see that price tends to reject off those price points. Right here. The thing is, a lot of people are looking at these price points as well, and they're betting on it, right? They're betting whether price is going to bounce off, or they're betting whether price is going to bounce below. So what a lot of market makers do, they try to see where people are trading. There's a lot of orders here for sells or a lot of orders for buys. They'll spike price in the opposite direction. So let's see. And then look where price rejected from down here, the sessions, right? So the pattern that we were looking for earlier, guys, if you guys remembered from like earlier this session, I mentioned that we were waiting for price to come back, test these sessions, and confirm the bullish push above, right? So that same pattern that we were looking at over here for the break and retest, it's barely playing out right now. So we'll see if it actually swings back up or if it continues to drop lower. So let me go and just move this a bit lower over here. So we did have the break right here, or the break above, and then now the retest. We're looking for the confirmation, meaning that price confirms the push to the upside. See where this closes. We got about 10 seconds left on this candle. We'll see if it closes below. If it closes below, then we might see price drop even further, like as far as opening price down here. We'll see. All right, so this right here actually invalidated a break and retest pattern. So what I'm looking for here now is the opposite, right? So if you guys remember, we were looking for a break and retest to the upside. Now we're looking for a break and retest to the downside. So we got price breaking close below here off this candle. This is the retest right here. So we're looking for that retest. And then after that retest, we're looking for the confirmation below. So we'll see where this goes. See, CT said due to the ranging price, I took the 10-minute, 1-minute V3 invalid sideways market, sell in and out. Yeah, no, smart move, CT. You just gotta be smart about getting in and out. You know, today's not the day to get greedy and hold trades for longer than you should, because you get fake outs like this right here. So here's another invalidation. So for example, right here, price closed below. We were looking for the retest. Price did not retest. Price ended up closing right back above it. So no confirmation there. And now we're looking for the same thing in the opposite direction. We had price break and close above here. Close this. Now that price is back above here, we're looking for the retest, which may be this candle right here. So we're looking for the retest right here now. And then after that retest, we're looking for the confirmation right back above. So as you guys can see, the bias can change immediately like that. If you guys don't have that confirmation, bias can just shift like right then and there. So another reason why I don't trade around this area, I try to wait for the confirmation. So I try to wait for price to push away from the sessions and confirm the bias before I look for any trades there. So again, right here, there's it swung right back up. So we do have the break retest, and here's the confirmation right here. If this closes right here, it's probably gonna keep pushing up higher. It's basically back into the range that it was earlier. Like this, if this fake out never happened, price is literally just ranging back to where it was earlier. This technically could be a pivot scalp entry for anyone who's looking to take a pivot scalp entry. I do think it's gonna be a bit risky, but it is a pivot scalp entry. So the reason why I think it's risky because the candle is too big. So this would technically be a pivot scalp. If it does close, it'll be basically a double confluence for anyone who wants to take the trade there. But you guys have to keep in mind, it's 100 pips, right? Don't go for anything more than that. I'm gonna think about whether I want to take it. I might wait for a retracement and then hop in. Because if it does hit liquidity above there. So there we go. I'm waiting for it to retrace a little bit. I'll set a buy stop right here and I'll just catch it as it goes up higher. So I'm gonna set a buy stop right there. Wait for it to pull back a little bit. So I'll set a buy stop right here. Meaning it's a pending order. So when price does swing up above, it'll fill my order. So let's see, price right there. Let's see if it not come in yet. It's like right next to it. All right, so let's see. I don't know if my MT4. It should have filled my order, but it didn't. Well, the pricing is different here. So I didn't fill my order yet, but it was supposed to. So I'm still not in the position yet, guys. I thought it was going to fill me in, but it hasn't. I basically have a buy stop that's set right here. And then I'm just going to catch it as it swings back up. I thought I was going to fill it because it got really close, but it didn't fill. It just it's watching as it bounces around. It's weird. Is the spread wide right now? Let me check the spread. Well, I mean, I'm glad I'm not in it, but let's check the spread right now. Spread is 110. It's not, I mean, it's normal. Unless my pricing was different. See, my entry point is at, it's at 34,851.55. Well, I'm gonna leave it up. So I do think it's gonna come back up, but you know, this is why I was kind of waiting for it to pull back because I was expecting it to pull back a little bit. So I'm gonna leave mine up. I'm not going to pull it off. If I do pull it off, I'll let you guys know, but I'll just leave it up. So I'm not in the position yet, guys. Just FYI, I have an entry that's waiting right here. It's a buy stop. So that when it goes up, it's going to fill my order. But it's currently in a range. So it's a bit risky to be stuck in a range like this. Obviously, you want to take it when price is pushing, higher and higher. But currently right now, I'm just, I'm waiting for it to fill because mine has not filled yet. So I will be holding on to it. If I do cancel my pending order, I'll let you guys know, but I haven't entered the trade yet. So I do think it's going to come up eventually. It's going to be a matter of time, but I don't know when it'll happen. It could happen right now. It could happen in a few minutes. It could happen in 10 minutes. Who knows? But I do expect it to come back up. So just a reminder, guys, I do have a pending order here. If you guys are just joining the room, I see a couple people just joined the room. I marked this up right here because this was technically a pivot scalp entry, but I was waiting for it to pull back and then fill my order. Price did pull up right here and I thought it was going to fill it, but it didn't fill it. So I'm still waiting for it. It's still pending. I do think it's going to push back up at some point though. So it's just a matter of time. If I do cancel it, I will let you guys know though. So Maddie's in it. I don't know if did you put a wider stop loss, Maddie? Or are you just holding on to it where it's at? Just waiting for this thing to skyrocket up. So, okay, nice. Yeah, Maddie, he used a wider stop with the lower lot size. Smart move. Just waiting for this thing to shoot up. Trying to see where my TP should be though. TP should be. If the numbers are right. So there goes, price starts to swing up. Still not in the position. So if you guys aren't familiar with like buy stops, basically what a buy stop is a pending order. So I have a pending order right here. So when price does swing up above here, it will fill my order. And then I'll just, write it up higher. But right now, currently I'm not in the position. So just FYI, not in the position yet. Let's see, waiting for it to come up. All right, come on, fill my order. There it goes, it starts to push up. All right, it's getting close to my entry point. Let's see. Thanks, Eunice. Yeah, we have a Fed member, I forgot who, but he's speaking at 7:35. Williams. Hopefully when Williams speaks, he's going to push it up high enough to just spike it right through. So I got to be careful. It's 6:26 right now. He's going to speak in about 10 minutes. Price is pushing up right now. It's okay. It's about to fill me right now. It's getting really close to my entry point. And it's almost there. It didn't fill it yet. It got close. So it's still pushing up right here. I'm trying to get into it. I'm not going to enter it yet though. I'm not going to be, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for it to actually push up before I get into the trade. Because I already know if I enter a buy right now, it's going to do the opposite. And it always happens. All right, so let's see. I'm hoping it fills it and hits TP before I get close to the Fed member speaking right here. Because when Fed member speaks, Fed member Williams, I'm probably going to try to just pull out right away. So if it pulls up, goes up to like maybe half TP or so, I'll probably just pull out. But my pending order is still waiting right now. So we got a pending invalid signal. And if my order here fills, guys, I'm not going to count this as an official trade, obviously, because this trade didn't play out how it was supposed to. Like I was trying to get filled earlier. If I took it earlier and I got filled, I probably would have gone stopped out. But it didn't fill earlier, so I'm kind of just waiting to hopefully catch a little push if I can get it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it ends up even getting filled. It's 7:28 right now. Fed member Williams is speaking in about 7 minutes. And I'm hoping he says something good because the Fed usually has good things to say. So when he speaks, hopefully I'm hoping that he says good stuff about the economy to push it up higher. But if not, I'll probably just cancel my order. Yeah, Maddie, are you still in it? You probably are, because you said you used a wider stop loss. Just trying to see. Gotcha. Yeah, so Maddie's still in it. All right, if my order doesn't get filled in the next, I guess like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just gonna have to cancel it. It's bouncing off the sessions right here though. So it might bounce off and swing all the way back up. But again, my order has not filled yet. It's still right here. So it's bouncing off the sessions. We'll see if it shoots right back up. If not, then I might just have to cancel my penny order. And I feel like the last 2 weeks, it's just been like, we haven't really had very many official trades. It's all like speculation. All right, let's see. Oh, you have it where the other one is? Yeah, that's a good spot to have it. You're like right below it, just in case. But yeah, if price does push up right now, it is 7:30 and it is pushing up. So if it pushes up right here, you might want to close out when it gets back in profit, Maddie. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably a smart move because you don't want to get caught in all the BS that the Fed has to offer in the next couple of minutes or so. All right, 7:30 right now. My order still isn't filled yet, guys. I'm waiting for it. I guess I'll hang on to it for a bit with Maddie. I'm not in the position yet though, so I'm probably gonna just try to pull out for a little profit here. I adjusted my TP to like a few points, a couple $100 there. But I'm not in the position, or yeah, maybe even a break even if you want, Maddie. The thing is, the news is coming up shortly. It's coming up pretty quick. It's 7:31 right now. So Fed member Williams is speaking in about 4 minutes. I don't think it's going to be televised. Check CNBC real quick. No, it doesn't look like it's televised right now. So the Dow's currently up. It says it's being led by Nike. Dow's currently up 250 points, 253 points. Stocks rebound Tuesday. Dow gains more than 200 points, led by Nike. Refreshing this right here, the stock index. Yeah, so Nike's currently up 5 points. Goldman Sachs is up 5 points. American Express is up 4 points. Microsoft up 4 points. Pretty much everything here is, for the most part, green. There's a couple of red stocks here, but they're not even up by they're not down by 1 point. So a couple of red stocks here, Amgen, Chevron, Johnson & Johnson, Home Depot, etc. Everything else here that is currently red or was red, it's less than a point. So it's not very strong. Yeah, we're cutting it close, Maddie. It's 7:32 right now. Let's see, a couple of profits over here posted by people. Let's see, Andreas over here locked in a total of 246. Nice work, Andreas. He said first by accident, second solid. So he had an accidental loss over there, but he made it right back on the second trade. And Melzon over here as well. He took this trade over here, locked in a total of 1,155. Nice work, Melzon. See Patrick over here as well. Patrick sent in his profits, locked in a total of 5,619. Nice work, Patrick. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Let me see if there's anything else. Jason over here just sent in his profits too. Jason said trucker trader. So Jason locked in a total of 231 off this account. So nice work right there too, Jason. Other than that, let's see. Maddie over here currently up 3,065. So nice work right there too, Maddie. 3,065 profit. David over here as well. He said entered a trade by mistake, still in profit for the day. So David here took an accidental sell, but it's all right. He made it right back off the next trade. So he made a total of 104 for the day. And I'm assuming this is your funded account. So nice work right there with the recovery, David. Other than that, Steven over here posted his profits as well. He took the breakout this morning, locked in a total of 863. So great work right there, Steven. Glad to see all you guys here killing it. I mean, everyone's doing pretty good overall so far. Jamie over here too just sent in her profits. She locked in a total of 352 for the day. So great work right there too, Jamie. Lastly, we got Sisik over here. He said, I'm calling it for a bit, which is a smart move because the Fed's going to be speaking shortly. Sisik over here locked in a total of 7,953. So amazing work right there too, Sisik. Yeah, you guys did all pretty good so far. News is, I mean, Fed member Williams is going to speak in about a minute. So we'll see. Yeah, Maddie said breaking off news price. Yeah, I do think overall it'll come back up, Maddie. You know, the Fed's going to be speaking. So I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of good things to say. I don't know what he's got to say, but I'm sure it's going to be good. And we'll see where it goes from there. So yeah, it is pushing up right now. Hopefully Fed member Williams hops on right now and just skyrockets that thing to the moon so that you can get out in profit, Maddie. So let's see. 735. Yeah, mine's still there, Charles. I'm going to just see what happens. So my buy stop is still there, guys. I haven't pulled it yet. It's still, I'm just going to see if it plays out or not because Fed member speaking right now, I do expect it to be bullish. So, oh yeah. I locked the 600 off that. It pushed up. All right, let's go, man. See, I told you guys going to come up. You just got to be patient and wait for it. So I got out. I just went in for like a quick little profit, like 5 points or whatever, because I was waiting for the news to happen. But yeah, he talked and I locked in 610. So not too bad. Nice. Looks like a lot of you guys took it. So Cern took it too. Said me too. So Cern caught it. Tommy caught it. MJ caught it. Maddie caught it. Everybody it looks like a lot of you guys caught it. So I was just waiting for it to push. Like Fed speaking, guys. If Fed speaking, price is likely to be bullish, right? So that's why I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. And if price ends up pushing, then whatever, I'll catch it. And I took it. So great work to whoever it was. And there you go. It's gonna hit liquidity. It's probably gonna push to the moon right now. But don't hop into it. Even though I say it's gonna push to the moon, don't hop into it. You gotta be smart about these moves here. Okay, there you go. Hit liquidity. I should have just left my TP where it was. Damn, look at that. Yep. So there you go. Fed member spoke and it went exactly where we expected it to go. And this is actually another high low. It's a triple confluence, actually. Not one that I would take because it's speaking right, it's news, but it did push out like pretty nice. Yeah, John, did you pull out in profit too? I'm hoping you did because I know you entered earlier. It filled your order. Nice, nice. Okay, so John made profit. Looks like everyone made profit except for D, unfortunately. D, I feel bad for you because you got caught in that spike to the downside. But everyone else here was kind of holding it because we were expecting it to go up. But no, great work to a lot of you guys here who caught it. If you guys want to send in your profits, you know, feel free. Oh, okay, nice. No, so D's smart. D said it's all right. I double dipped and caught 455. So D actually went back in and then made her profit back. So great work right there, D. I was kind of feeling a little bummed that you were the only person that kind of got caught in that spike to the downside, but we did expect it to come up. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here, you know, make profit off these like little fun trades that we take. These aren't official trades, but they're like fun trades. This technically was going to be an official trade, but price never came up and filled my order. Yeah, it does happen, D. Nice, Janae. So Janae said trading on a smaller account, but made profit. So glad to see that you made profit too, Janae. Yeah, if you guys have profits, you know, just send it in and then we'll add them to the list for today. And I'll take a screenshot of my stuff too. As of now, I'm probably going to sit out the market for a bit because the Fed member Williams is speaking. So I don't want to test my luck a little more than I should today. So great work, guys. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here doing well, even though it's like, we're taking some of these kind of risky trades that we shouldn't be taking. But, that's what makes trading fun, guys. Like sometimes you just got to take risks. Like if you do think price is going to come to some direction, it's okay to take a risk as long as you guys have a plan. Don't just take a buy or take a sell because you think price is going to go. Like take it because there's a reason behind it. Like today, we have a bullish bias, Fed member speaking. Obviously, we're looking for buys. I'm not like just hopping into sells because I think price is going to go down. But yeah, my account's staying pretty nice so far. It's pretty much how it was yesterday. A little less, but it'll do. Nick said that trade was not fun. Yeah, no, it wasn't fun if you're already in it. Yeah, if your name is Nick or Maddie, it was definitely not fun for you guys, but everyone else or John, because you guys were in some massive drawdown. It's fun for me because I caught that thing. Yeah, like it was just a quick little push. I was in it for like a few seconds. All right, so here we go. Just to show you guys, I want to be like transparent with you guys and show you guys exactly how my account's sitting. Obviously, there's a trade that I did take right there as a green strip because I did have a TP there. I set it to like 500, like 5 pips or something like that, or 50 pips. So for total on my main account, I'm up 1,950. Here's my copier 2,030, my MFF account 2,020, and then my other MFF account 2,040. A lot of people keep asking me if these are two different accounts. They are different accounts, they're just copiers. And you can see here that they actually are different accounts because the profit's different. This is my MFF, it's 2020, and then my other MFF is 2040. So profits vary sometimes, but yeah, they are two separate accounts. They're not just the same account, right? Because sometimes people ask me if I'm like accidentally screenshotting the same account, but they're two different accounts. Other than that, solid profit off the move. Stop. All right, so I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here profiting. A lot of people here sent their profits, so I will go around and check everyone's profits real quick. But yeah, sometimes you guys got to feel stressed out. I don't like feeling stressed out, but sometimes you guys just got to feel stressed out, right? It makes it real when you guys do take these trades here. So other than that, here, let's see. Yeah, Miles, I've been on the MFF for a while now. So yeah, it's been good. It's not as good as FTMO, but it does the job. Their customer service still kind of sucks, but it's just CT was in it too. Yeah, MFF is good. I think MFF is probably the second best funding company. But FTMO will always be number one for all around service and payouts and stuff like that. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else here. Barack's asking, has anyone ever looked into a copier setup for C Trader? I think, let me check real quick. I think Social Trader Tools has a copier for C Trader, or I could be wrong, who knows? Let's check real quick. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can add an account here, C Trader. Oh, no, you can't. So I'm not sure. I have no idea about C Trader. I haven't used it myself. Okay, so other than that, let me just look at everyone's profits real quick. So scrolling up, we have Jamie over here. Jamie locked in 352, and then she made another profit off that buy we were in. She locked in another 172. So she's up 516 for the day. Great work, Jamie. We got Nick over here. Nick locked in a total of 177, technically 195 minus the fees. So nice work right there too, Nick. Barack over here, he said done for the day, brief scalps, locked in a total of 1,350. Great work, Barack. CT over here as well. CT locked in a pretty nice profit. 1, 2, 3, about 4,000 right there, about close to 5,000 it looks like. So nice work right there, CT. CT said last one was a real one. Going to do some deep breathing. Yeah, probably a good decision. Nick over here 177. Barack over here 1,300. CSUK over here currently up 9,353. Great work, CSUK. Matthew over here currently up 237 for the day. Nice work, Matthew. Andreas over here. What happened, Andreas? He got caught. It's okay, Andreas. I mean, it happens. He got caught in the trade. Looks like he got pulled out once it spiked down. Then he didn't catch the ride back up. But it's okay. You'll be back in no time, Andreas. It's just a matter of bouncing back from that. Janae over here as well. She locked in a total of 50. So nice work right there, Janae. And profit's profit, guys. I know some of you guys are discouraged to post profits because you're making, not as much as everyone else, but it's fine. You're still winning. The majority of people there are not winning at trading. So if you're making small profit, big profit, doesn't matter what, you're probably doing better than most. Scotty over here as well. Looks like Scotty got caught in the spike down as well, but he hopped right back in, made a total profit of 1,685 off that trade. So unfortunately, overall 145, but at least you made profit. Like I mentioned earlier, profit's profit, guys. Your main goal every day should be to close out your trading account in net positive profit. If you guys can do that every day, it's going to add up at the end of the week. And I'll send you guys, so I'll show you guys a screenshot of my profits for the week so far. It's only been 2 days this week, so it's not a lot, but here, let's see. Okay, so here's all of my accounts right here. You guys can see for the day. This is how much I made for the week so far. I've only traded 2 days this week. For this month, I haven't traded very much. So you guys remember the past 2 weeks, I haven't really traded. So for the month so far, this is how much I'm up. For the week so far, I haven't had any losses. So just keep that in mind. This stuff adds up over time. So just keep that, always keep that in the back of your head, guys. Keep focus on winning, don't focus on not losing. Because look at my profit so far. I've only taken a couple of trades. And a lot of people are they don't want to be patient with their trades, but if you're patient, it's pretty solid with that, as long as you guys stay consistent with it. So yeah, great work right there. Surin over here as well, currently up 1,770 euros. Nice work, Surin. Marlon over here, she's testing out her demo account. She locked in a total of 1,400. About 1,500. So nice work right there, Marlon. Doesn't matter if it's demo, doesn't matter if it's real, doesn't matter if it's challenge, verification, funded, whatever it is, guys. If you guys keep working on your consistency, once you do the real thing, you'll be set. Just keep doing what you've been doing on the demo or challenge or whatever. And once you get funded or you start trading a real account, you're gonna have no problem. So great work right there, Marlon. Rashid over here as well, currently up 275 off this account. Nice work off your FTMO. And then your second account over here, your MFF, I can tell because it's not a .cash. You locked in a total of 25, or this might be your personal account. So great work, guys. You guys are all killing it right now. So nice work, Rashida. Nice work, Marlon. Maddie over here, locked in a total of 5,953. Nice work, Maddie, off your main account. Your other account here, 116. So nice work right there too. And then your third account right here, 144. Well, you got to charge your phone. you're like on phone battery's about to die. Joshua over here, locked in a total of 650. Nice work, Joshua. There's Maddie's brother, Charles over here, locked in a total of 86 off this account. So nice work right there, Charles. And then again, right here, we have Eunice. So great work right here, Eunice. He said, took it with a small lot size. He took the buy that we took. He took it because of the Fed member was speaking, locked in a total of 184 for the day. So great work right there, Eunice. Tommy over here, he said he took a dumb L. So Tommy over here lost one trade earlier. It looks like he was kind of playing around with the buy that we were taking because all of these are around the same time. But this is from the breakout, So Tommy took a buy right there, small L, but he made it right back on the next trade. Total of 1,760 for the day for Tommy. So nice work, Tommy. Maddie over here for the week so far, currently at 14,000. 200 off this account, 200 off this account. Great work right there, Maddie. So yeah, I mean, this is what I keep trying to enforce to you guys, right? It's all about being consistent. Consistency is like the main thing here. So let me just show you guys again. There's where I'm at so far, right? So for the week, for the day, that's where I'm at. For the week, that's where I'm at. For the month, right? So, you know, and I'm not doing this to show off or to brag to you guys, but this is like, if you guys are consistent, I'm just going to show you guys the number. I don't ever look at the numbers. I don't even look at this. I just show you guys to show you guys that what consistency can provide for you guys with like multiple accounts. That's for the month. I'm gonna delete that because I don't care. I don't want people to see what I'm doing monthly because I don't look at profits, guys. I'm literally just trading. I'm trading to win. I'm not trading for the profits. I'm trading to win because I don't like losing trades. So great work, guys. Anyways, overall, let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. So Nick said, would you officially recommend MFF for anyone that has FTM already and is looking for more? So yeah, if you guys already maxed out your FTMO, then yeah, I would recommend MFF. I can't recommend anything else other than that, but FTMO is going to be first, then MFF. So try maxing that out first and then do MFF. All right, so I think that's it for now. Let's see if there's anything else for us to take at the moment. If you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. You know, if there's anything you guys need help with, just let me know. Otherwise, our mentoring session will be tomorrow afternoon. So if you guys have any other questions, you know, you guys can ask them there. But other than that, I guess we'll keep looking for any possible trades here. I don't see anything that's available at the moment. Yeah, there's a V1, looks like that Charles identified right here. However, it's not one that I'm really looking to take because actually, I mean, it could be a good one, but I'm not really looking to take any trades in this range. I don't want to get caught in it, or I don't want anyone else to get caught in the same situation that we were in earlier. So this is why I don't trade when price is ranging like this. Because when price is ranging like this, you get caught in like some nasty drawdown if price ends up pulling back and then, you know, coming back down eventually, which it probably would. But overall, I'm looking for buys here because the retail sentiment is currently 57% short, still indicating that majority of traders are on the short side. Also, the fundamentals here are still very bullish. They're currently up to 273 points. So with that said, I'm definitely looking for buys right now. Also looking at the technicals, everything is, I mean, for the most part, bullish. The 1 minute's bullish, 3 minutes very bullish, 5 minute is also very bullish, but it's going sideways. So as you can see right here, price is literally going sideways on the 5. It's also going sideways on the 3. There's not really much going on over here. And it is also going sideways on the 1. So when price going sideways like that, it's not the best time to really enter any trades because there's no clear direction. However, our bias is bullish, so we're definitely looking for buys here. So you guys can see here, sideways on the 3, sideways on the 5. I mean, even sideways on the 10 over here. There's not really much going on. Price is still going sideways right here. I think that snipe from earlier is still running as well. Yeah, so it didn't even hit stop loss earlier. It got really close to it, but didn't hit it. I mean, it's still pretty much running sideways. Other than that, let me see if I can clean this up, the clean chart. All right, so looking over here on the clean chart, it's a lot easier to see on here. You can see from, so 6:30 is when market open right here to 7. We had this bullish push. this is where we follow that breakout. But since then, price hasn't done much, right? So for the past, I guess, hour or so, price is literally just going sideways right here. So there really isn't much going on. If you go back from here, price has been going sideways for the past hour and 7 minutes. So 1 hour and 7 minutes and past, price has just been going sideways in range. Other than that, I don't really see anything else happening here. It's pretty much just, it's going to keep going sideways for a while. I was expecting more of a bullish push when Fed member Williams was speaking, but just a reminder, Williams is not Powell. So when Powell speaks like on Monday, like how he did yesterday, it was a huge bullish push. Powell's going to speak tomorrow. So tomorrow, pre-market at 5 a.m., he's going to be speaking. I probably won't be trading mid-market, but pre-market, we'll see what happens when the market does open. But I think tomorrow morning price will probably be super bullish. And then for the rest of the day, we have other Fed members speaking as well. So we have Fed member Bullard speaking, and then later at night, Fed member Bullard is going to speak again. So just, something to keep in mind when you guys are looking to trade tomorrow, because I think tomorrow might be a bit more riskier, but there will be direction. So that could be good. So let's see. Anton said he's staying up. He said this won't range forever. And it's 2 a.m. in Sydney right now. I know it's going to have to move at some point. It's just, I think it'll come back down. So my guess is that price will come back down and then tomorrow it'll come back up. So, like looking over here at the liquidity, you guys got to remember that from look, there's a ton of liquidity right here that has not been triggered yet. Let me go on the clean charts. It's easier to see here. All right, so if you guys look at this right here, there's a ton of liquidity right here, right? So this will probably range for a bit, and then it's probably gonna come all the way back down. Probably come down, test the London low over there, and come all the way back up, right? It's got a lot of liquidity just sitting down there. Damn, it's 4 a.m. where Solo's at. Solo's up super late. And Sunset, where you at? Antarctica? Yeah, that's crazy. 4 a.m. Oh, he's in New Zealand. Yeah, no, he's out there too. So he's like basically another 2 hours away from you, Anton. Well, not 2 hours away from you, but 2 hour different time zone, a little farther off. North. Yeah, but yeah, guys, so like looking at this here, you guys can see there's a lot of liquidity right here on the bottom, right? So I would probably be careful taking any more buys. You can see price is kind of overextended. So all throughout basically London session, price pushed up a little bit, consolidated so here's an even better picture to show you guys. You guys can see right here during London session, price consolidated for nearly 5 hours. Right, so this might consolidate for like another. So let's see, it's consolidated from right here. I mean, it might consolidate for the next couple hours, and then it might drop. Because the thing is, the mid-market reversal isn't happening till like 10, like right here. So it might consolidate for a bit, or it might start dropping here. Who knows? It might start dropping at 8 o'clock. It might start dropping at 9 o'clock. But eventually, I think it's going to drop because the liquidity is all sitting below here. So yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, it's about to be 8. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or message me. It's getting close to the end of the live session. Usually I don't trade after 8 anyways, and I don't recommend anyone else trade. If you guys want to be consistent, I would recommend just sticking to the live sessions, right? If consistency is your problem, just stick to the live sessions, and I can almost guarantee you'll see a huge difference, right? Like Steven over here. You guys know Steven, every morning he's like looking for the breakout, right? All he does every morning is he takes the breakout. That's it. This is the only trade he takes. He waits for the breakout, he takes it, makes his profit, and then he goes on with his day, right? He does whatever he needs to do for the rest of the day. He sent me, every time he sends me his profits, all he does is he takes the breakout, right? Overall, he takes the breakout. Overall, he does really well. He might have like 1 or 2 bad days out of the week, but overall everything's good. So he'll make like a couple $1,000 a day. Maybe some days he'll have like, one loss there, but he's still up for the week overall. So yeah, if you guys have trouble with consistency, I recommend sticking to the live session. Other than that, Joshua over here just sent in his profits. He said he's done, locked in a total of 748 for the day. Nice work right there, Joshua. Jason over here as well. He said my pop's got a little wiggle room. So Jason over here tried to recover his dad's account. So he got a total of 380 for the day. So nice work right there, Jason. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Let's see if there's anything else over here. See, iPhone's asking if there was a V3. There's technically a V3 right here, but it's right at the session. So I mean, I personally wouldn't have taken any trades around this area. But yeah, there is technically a V3 here, but it's too small as well. So a couple red flags right here. There is the stop loss is too close. So you need it to be at least 300 pips right down here. This is like not even 100 pips. So like you wouldn't even be able to take this trade because if you did, the spread would stop you out. The spread right now currently is 110 pips. So if you were to enter this trade and it went negative, like for even a second, you would have been stopped out because the thing is the spread's down here. So if you would have entered this trade, you would have entered already below the swing. So a couple red flags there. Stop loss is too close. It's also at the sessions. And it's also close to news price right here. So yeah, it's just too small. So that's why I would have skipped it. Yeah, other than that, Anton said, I don't know how you guys trade in the morning. I just get used to it. Waking up this early used to be really, really difficult. Talanji said, okay, so Talanji said, quick question. I attempted to open a business bank account for my LLC, got denied. I think it's because I gave a vague description without mentioning FTMO proprietary trading. You can't mention trading at all, Talanji. So if you mentioned trading at all, you would have gone denied. And I'm sure that's exactly why you got, well, what did you say then? Because you must have, the thing is you can't mention any trading because banks trade too. So it's a conflict of interest. No, exactly. So you say financial consultancy, you're just supposed to say consultant, you're a business consultant. If you say anything financial, the business is financial, right? So they're not going to let you open an account with them because there's a conflict of interest. Yeah, you worded it wrong. You shouldn't say anything finance. You shouldn't say anything trading. You shouldn't say anything that they do. So you're not trading, you're not doing any type of finance. You're not doing any type of, because they do finance. Like you said, you're basically telling that you're doing the same thing they're doing. When you said financial consultancy, sorry, you just misspelled it. So I keep reading it the way you spelled it. You spelled it consistency. So when you say sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Every time I read your message here, I read it as, there you go. Okay, thanks for fixing it. Whenever you guys go to the bank, and you guys try to open a business account, right? They're not going to open anything that is a conflict of interest with the bank. So if you mention anything about trading, you mention anything about finance, you mention anything about taxes or stuff like that, there's a lot of just keywords that you guys will say that will just automatically denial. If you want to say, you could say you're a business consultant, not finance, because business is fine. They don't do business consultation. They do finance consultation. So TJ, if you want to do that, and you didn't hear that from me, okay, don't tell them that Sean told you to say this, because I know obviously there's always a gray area with getting around things, there's loopholes. But yeah, don't say that you did any type of finance stuff. Just say that you're a business consultant. You help with business solutions. They don't care about that stuff. They're like, all right. They might ask you, what kind of business consultant do you do? Or what type of business consultant are you? And just say that you just help with business solutions, right? If any business has an issue like FTMO, you're in the gray area. Like FTMO has a problem, right? They need you to trade their account. You don't necessarily need to tell them that you're trading someone's account. You just tell them that you're helping them with their business stuff. So yeah, I mean, other than that, that's probably your best. Yeah, so my brother there, he said, I said I help people make websites, LOL. Like you can, there's a lot of different things that you can use it for, but just it's all right, Tawanji. That's a issue. That's a common issue that people make. I made the same issue too. When I told them that I trade, they were like, "Oh, you trade, so they're like we can't open an account for you because you trade." And I told them, "Oh no, I don't trade. I I was like, I teach people how to trade." And they're like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." So, I mean, there's different little keywords that you can say. You just don't want to tell them that you trade. You don't want to tell them that you give any finance advice. Um, and I mean, that's pretty much the main thing. You also can't tell them that you're gambling. So there's you can't say that you trade. You can't say you do finance. You can't say you gamble, or you run a gambling website, and you also can't tell people that you do porn. You tell people that you do porn, they're not gonna open, because they're gonna be like, oh, so you have an OnlyFans. They don't open accounts for people with OnlyFans. So I only know these things because I keep like, whenever they question me, because I'm a different type of account at my bank, so they make sure that they go through the whole list before they open anything for me. But those are the main things: trading, finance, cannabis, OnlyFans. I don't know what else. A couple other things as well. So yeah, no, they have a whole list. I mean, if you get tight with like the business banker, he'll let you know. Like just build a rapport with them, and then they'll go down the entire list with you. So yeah, I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. It's 8:04. I know we went way over our live session time. So Anton said, I want to open a meth business, please. Yeah, definitely don't do that. But yeah, guys, so if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. There is, let me see if there's news at all later today. Fed Member Williams is still speaking. Looks like he'll be speaking for a while. But other than that, there's no, Fed Member Messer is going to be speaking at 2. So if you guys don't have to trade, I recommend just sitting out the market. The profits we locked in today are pretty solid, so I'm pretty happy with what we did. But other than that, I would just sit out the market, come back tomorrow when Powell speaks. So yeah, have a great rest of your morning, guys. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll have our mentoring session tomorrow. So if you have any specific questions, just write them down, and we'll go over that during the mentoring session tomorrow in detail. So yeah, other than that, guys, have a great morning, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next live session.